It is their final journey home. On board the Royal Air Force jet, the bodies of 8 British soldiers, 3 of them just 18 years old, killed in just one day. One by one, the coffins are taken off the plane and loaded onto a hearse. A few kilometres away, a crowd gathers and waits. The town of Wootton Bassett lies on the route from the airbase to the coroners. Here, the grim news of yet more fatalities has spread quickly. Until recently, these repatriations were low-key and little publicised affairs. Now, this sleepy town has become the centre for a national outpouring of grief and of respect for the sacrifices being made a world away on the front line.
And I think this is the only way we can find to actually do that, to actually show the respect and to let the families know that we are behind these guys all the way along.
I think it's a very moving experience for everybody that's here. It does surprise me the number of people and the actual age group of people. It's right the way across the board. There's a tremendous show of respect.
Although in this country there's a tremendous feeling against our involvement in Afghanistan, it hasn't diminished the respect the public has for our servicemen.
Britain has over 9,000 troops in Afghanistan, engaged in some of the fiercest fighting they've experienced since the invasion in 2001. Operation Panther's Claw, the latest offensive against the Taliban, is underway in Helmand province. But analysts say back home, the rising death toll is sapping public support for the mission. Military analyst Malcolm Chalmers of the Royal United Services Institute.
Until quite recently, public perception of what's happening there has been in Afghanistan has been relatively limited. So the debate has become much more intense, and all those involved in the debate are looking at their answers and finding out that a lot of their answers and explanations are not very convincing, because the situation on the ground in Afghanistan is very difficult indeed. There are no quick solutions.
The deaths have sparked heated debate in Britain, not just among the public,
Mr. Speaker, we keep our force levels under constant review,
but also in Parliament, where questions have been raised about whether the troops are adequately equipped, and where Prime Minister Gordon Brown has warned of a tough summer ahead. Troops on the ground are all too aware of the rising death toll, which now is higher than the casualties suffered by British forces in Iraq. Word from the front is they are committed to the mission. But back home, progress is difficult to see, given the human cost. So just when the United States is beginning a troop surge in Afghanistan, questions are mounting over Britain's commitment.
If there aren't results in Helmand, then people will be saying, well, we tried and it failed and we should get out.
The government insists it remains committed, that the war in Afghanistan must be fought. The people in Wootton Bassett know this will not be the last time the church bells signal the approach of another soldier lost in battle, half a world away. Robert Ridgwell, VOA News, Wootton Bassett.